and welcome to my YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Aninye Udaporo and I'm the founder and director of the Education Hub, Enrich Learning. Right, let's get into the nitty-gritty because I'm going to keep this video short and sweet. This is an education update for parents and students on what is happening with exams, schooling, and matters of that nature due to the COVID-19 outbreak. So let's get started. The first thing is that as of Friday, I need to check the date. As of Friday, the 20th of March, 2020, so just double checking, that is Friday, the 20th of March, 2020, all schools in England, Wales, Scotland, Northern Ireland are closed for the foreseeable future. So that potentially means that your child will be staying at home, or if you're a student watching this, you will be staying at home from now until September 2020. And schools reopening in September of 2020 is not guaranteed. So big questions that people have. Well, the first one is surrounding exams. So major examinations that are sat in this remaining part of the academic year are GCSEs, A-levels, and of course the Year 6 SATs exams. However, due to the outbreak of the virus, all examinations have been cancelled. That is different from your grades being cancelled. So all sitting of exams for the summer 2020 have been cancelled. There is no way you will be able to sit exams this summer. What does that mean? Well, that means that GCSEs and A-levels will be calculated, and they will be calculated with a number of things: mock examination grades, predictions, teachers will give commentary, or they will have a significant input into this calculation, classwork, and I think looking at other statistics across the country and kind of comparing is what will be going on. Those grades will be awarded to students at the end of July. So just to repeat very quickly, GCSE and A-level examinations that were to be sat in the summer of 2020 are now cancelled. Your grades, so the grades of your child, if you're a student watching this, your grades are now being calculated. Calculated meaning that these grades are going to come from, or the result that you will receive by the end of July 2020 will be as a result of looking at your predictions, your mock grades. Remember that predictions and the mock examination grade tend to be different. Your classwork, teachers will give references, and I think they will play a significant role in the outcome for students this year, and that is how your grade will be calculated and given to you. Common question is, what if I'm not happy with my grade? More so, what if I have been under predicted or under calculated? Well, they have said that there is an appeal process as always, and you will be able to sit an examination in September if schools are opened again, or sit an examination for that subject, for that level, whether it be GCSE or A-level, once school resumes. Of course, this is not an ideal situation. I'm certainly very disheartened for my students that I've been tutoring for the last, some of them, 4 years to help them prepare for their GCSEs. So it is a very unfortunate situation. But what I can say is that it's really important for you to continue studying right now. Not to the extent at which you are doing at school, but just keeping on top of things, especially for the GCSE students, because should you be undercalculated, you will have to sit that exam in September, and we don't know how much notice they will give you. They've not released the dates for when these sort of appeal examinations will be. So it's in your best interest to stay on top of your study even though you are at home. Moving on to my A-level students, I know that you are gravely disheartened about the situation, especially those of you who are in year 13 looking to move on to university. As it currently stands, again, we've got to wait for your calculated grade to arrive. However, forward planning, forward thinking, these are just a few suggestions should you not be happy with your A-level grade. So the first thing is that you can always reapply to university in the UK via UCAS, and you can take a gap year. So again, whilst this is not an ideal situation, if you really do feel that you have been undercalculated, then it is advised, and this is my personal opinion, this is not coming from the government or anyone official, this is just 10 years of expertise talking. My advice to you is to take a gap year and to spend that time sitting, I don't want to say resitting because you never sat them in the first place, but sitting your exams to get the grades that you deserved and that you've worked hard for. University is an investment. And what you don't want to do is go via clearing if you don't get the grades that you were expecting and do a course that you're not necessarily happy doing at a university that really wasn't one of your choices. There is no rush, and I'm of the opinion to take your time to make sure that you go to the university that's right for you. That is if you want to go on to university. Back to my GCSE students. I think it's very important for you to continue to study as well, because you will be going on to A-levels or some sort of further education, whether it be BTECs or an apprenticeship, and you will need knowledge for that. And so that's why all parties should carry on some sort of learning. The Enrich Learning platform will be releasing a study at home guide, and there's a little treat in it for you guys, but I'm not going to tell you what it is just yet. You need to keep your eyes peeled. All of that news will be up and ready on Monday. On Monday, we are also going to be releasing the dates for our online classes, because just because school has closed doesn't mean that learning stops. And we've got some really cool, refreshing ways for you to learn. SATs, I do feel as though you've been a little bit neglected, and I know that in comparison to GCSEs and A-levels, they may seem slightly insignificant. However, they're not, and they're important to that 10-year-old who has been studying for them. There will be no SATs grades, and what will happen is when your child goes to secondary school, I do believe that they will just go off reports, references that have been written over the years, especially over the last year, and have a look at the results that the child has achieved in the kind of mock examination schools should have been will have been running up until this point. Parents, there is no need for you to panic. Of course, this is a very uncertain time for everybody, but I'm really just making this video to put some rumours to bed, to reassure parents, and to let them know that everything will be okay. Everything seems like it's up in the air right now, but things will get better. As a parent, the best way you can support your child is by investing a little bit in their education, and also remembering that learning isn't just about sitting at a table and reading a book. Learning is picking up a new skill, such as learning a new language. Learning is learning how to cook new recipes. It's perhaps learning how to play an instrument. It's getting involved with some online courses. It's getting stuck into some Sudoku. It's about getting stuck into some word searches. It's about getting engaged with reading and learning to love that. So there are so many different ways, and the Enrich Learning platform and myself as the founder and director will be doing everything that we can from now until when school reopens and beyond to support you guys. I really hope this video was useful. Please do share it, and please do not panic. Everything will be okay. And my advice to all my students is let's take everything one step at a time. Happy learning, and I look forward to speaking to you soon. Bye!